Today our topic is modulus of a complex number. It is denoted by modulus of z. Okay, so modulus of z is equal to square root of real part the whole squared plus imaginary part the whole squared. Okay, so you consider let z is equal to x plus iy. Okay, x plus iy. Then what is modulus of z? Modulus of z is equal to square root of real part the whole square. So here, what is the real part? Real part is x. What is the imaginary part? It is y. So while you are writing, it is what it is? It is x squared plus y squared. Okay, and so now we are going to the properties in modulus. So z bar. Okay, so what is z? It is x plus iy. Z bar, it is the conjugate of z, that is x minus iy. Okay, so when you multiply these two, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, isn't it? So what is the algebraic formula? It is a square minus b square. So here x plus iy into x minus iy we have to multiply. So in the place of a, you are having x. In the place of b you are having iy. Then only we can say a plus b, a minus b. So in between you are having minus. So in the place of a, what you have to write? It is x. So x squared minus iy the whole square. So it will become x squared minus I squared y squared, isn't it? Over here it is x squared minus I squared is what? Minus 1. So minus into minus is plus. So it is x squared plus y squared. So you know very well z bar, that is nothing but x squared plus y squared. Okay, so from the previous result you see that when you square your modulus of z, so modulus of z the whole squared is equal to, what is it? It is x squared plus y squared. So here in the place of x squared plus y squared, you can write modulus of z the whole squared. So that is z bar, that is nothing but modulus of z the whole squared. That is the first property in modulus. Okay, so we are moving to the second one, modulus of z bar. What is it? Modulus of z bar. So it is modulus of z bar is what? It is the conjugate of z, that is x minus iy. Okay, so how to take the modulus? So modulus means you have to use the square root of real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. So the real part is x, so it is x squared plus what is the imaginary part? Here the imaginary part is minus y the whole square. Okay, so when you square, it is equal to, what is it? Square root of x squared plus y squared. So what is square root of x squared plus y squared? We have seen here that is nothing but modulus of z. Okay, so here our conclusion is modulus of z bar is equal to modulus of z. That is the, what is the next property in modulus. Okay, so next one we are moving to modulus of zn, that can be written as modulus of z to the power n. So where n is a integer. Okay, so next property is we are moving to modulus of z1 z2, that is the modulus of product of two complex numbers is equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. What is it? The modulus of product of two complex number is equal to product of their moduli. So we can apply for division also. So modulus of z1 by z2 can be written as modulus of z1 by modulus of z2. Okay, so next property, we are going to compare the real part of z and modulus z in the same way. What is it? Imaginary part of z and modulus z. Okay, so for that I'll take one example. Z is equal to, what is it? 3 plus 4i. I have taken. What is it? Z is equal to 3 plus 4i. So what is real part of z? Real part of z is equal to 3. What is the imaginary part of z? That is 4. You know very well. You just find out modulus of z. What is modulus of z? It is nothing but square root of 3 squared is 9 plus 4 squared is 16. So that is equal to square root of 25. What is square root of 25? It is 5. Okay. So you just compare. Real part of z is 3 and your modulus of z is 5. So we can conclude modulus of real part of z is less than, what is it? Real part of z is less than modulus of z. So when it will be equal also. Okay, z is equal to only real part, or if you consider z is equal to 3, or you will have what is it? 4i. If you have z is equal to 4i. What is modulus of z? It's a square root of 4 squared, that is 16. So modulus of z is equal to 4. What is the imaginary part of z? That is 4. Okay. So sometimes it may be equal. So real part of z is less than or equal to modulus of z. And in the same way, you just compare this example. Here your imaginary part of z is 4 and your modulus of z is 5. So therefore imaginary part of z also less than and equal to modulus of z. Okay, so while you are comparing this example for imaginary part, modulus of z is 4 and the imaginary part of z also 4. Okay, so therefore sometimes imaginary part of z is equal to modulus of z. In the same way, we'll go for z is equal to, if you consider 3. Okay, this 3 can be written as 3 plus I0. Okay, so go for modulus of z. Modulus of z is equal to square root of real part the whole square, that is 9. So that is equal to 3. And what is real part of z? That also 3. So sometimes real part of z is equal to modulus of z. When z is only real part, if you have z is real part of z is equal to modulus of z. And z is purely imaginary part of z is equal to modulus of z. So we'll get the result on seeing the 3 examples. Real part of z is less than or equal to modulus z, and imaginary part of z is less than or equal to modulus z. Using these properties, we are going to do the problem, that is exercise, what is that, 2.5, first problem. So here you will have subdivisions. So the first problem, that is first subdivision, that is 2i divided by 3 plus 4i. Okay, so the question is, find the modulus of the following complex numbers. So what we have to do? We have to find the modulus. So I'll write like this. Okay, so z is equal to x plus iy means your modulus of z is what? Square root of real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. So to find modulus, first your complex number should be in the form of, what is it? A plus ib. It should be in the rectangular form. So here first we are going to write this complex number in the rectangular form. Okay, so otherwise you see now modulus of 2i divided by 3 plus 4i. Okay, can be written as, it is in the form of modulus of z1 by z2. So that can be written as modulus of z1 by modulus of z2. We have this property, so you need not go in writing rectangular form. We can use this property. So therefore, it can be written as modulus of 2i divided by modulus of 3 plus 4i. Okay, so modulus of 2i is what? Here this complex number is purely imaginary, no real part is here. So the modulus is square root of, the real part is 0. So 0 squared plus, what is the imaginary part? Imaginary part is, what is it? It is 2, isn't it? Imaginary part is 2. So therefore it is 2 the whole square, and divided by the complex number denominator modulus is, so the real part is 3. So 3 squared plus, what is the imaginary part? It is 4. So it is 4 square. So here we can write square root of 0 square plus 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. Okay, divided by square root of 3 squared is 9 plus 4 squared is 16. So this can be written as square root of 4 is 2 and square root of 9 plus 16 is 25. So you can write this as 2 by 5. Okay, so this is the modulus of the complex number given. So we are moving to the, which one? Second subdivision. So the problem given here in the second subdivision is 2 minus I divided by 1 plus I plus 1 minus 2i divided by 1 minus I. So what we have to find? We have to find the modulus. So here in between you are having plus. So we'll go for, first we have to rewrite this complex number in the rectangular form. Okay, so for that you have to take LCM. So what is the LCM here? It is 1 plus I into 1 minus I. So if you take LCM, it is 2 minus I into 1 minus I plus 1 minus 2I into 1 plus I. Okay, so after writing this, you look at the denominator. So it is in the form of, what is the denominator? This one is a, what is it? It is Z. Okay, this is nothing but Z bar. So you know very well. What is Z bar? It is nothing but real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. Okay, up here the real part is 1. So 1 squared is 1. So in between you have to write plus. What is the imaginary part? When you compare, when you see this, the imaginary part is 1. Here the imaginary part is minus 1. Whatever it is, if you square plus 1 or minus 1, you will get the answer as 1. So denominator is over. We have used this formula. On the numerator, you look at the first term. It's a product of two complex numbers. So ordinarily you can multiply those two numbers and then you can separate real part and the imaginary part. So I am going to do the real part first. So how to get the real part alone? So what you have to do? You have to take the real part of the first complex number to the real part of the first complex number. So we have to multiply both the real parts. 2 into 1, you will get 2. Okay, next step, you have to multiply the imaginary part of the first number with the imaginary part of the second number. So here, first step, what's the first step here? Minus 1. Here also minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 into 1, minus 1 is 1. Okay, not only that, you have to multiply the I also. So I into I is I squared. So 1 into I squared. So I squared value is minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. Or directly you can multiply the what is that? The second term along with I. So it is minus I into minus I. So minus into minus plus I squared. I squared is minus 1. In this way also you can write. Plus I. So we have to write the imaginary part. So to get the imaginary part, we will have the term I. So you have to change and multiply. That means if you consider real part of the first complex number, it has to be multiplied with the imaginary part of the second complex number. So 2 here into minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Next, you are considering the imaginary part of the first complex number with the real part of the second complex number. So minus 1 into 1. So that is minus 1. The same way, in between you are having plus, you just write the plus. So here also, what you have to do? The second term, we have to multiply these two complex numbers. The same method I am going to use. So first, real part, 1 into 1 is 1. Next, we have to multiply minus 2i into I. So what is it? It is minus 2 into I square. What is minus 2 into I squared? I squared value is minus 1. So it is plus 2. So here real part is over. Next we have to go to the imaginary part. So for that you have to write I. So you have to change and multiply. So take the real part along with imaginary part. So 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, next minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2. So we have multiplied the two complex number which are in the numerator. 2 minus 1 is 1. Here minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So minus 3i. This is the first complex number plus 1 plus 2. Here you will have 3. Here 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So minus I. Divided by the denominator is 2. So you see that 1 plus 3. What is it? It is 4. What is minus 3i minus I? That is minus 4i. Divided by 2. So if you divide it by 2, it is 2 minus 2i. So what we did in the given question can be brought in the rectangular form. Now the question is what? We have to find the modulus of it. So instead of the question, it is equal to 2 minus 2i. I'll take 2 minus 2i. It is in the rectangular form. So we are going to find the modulus of it. So what is the modulus formula? It's a square root of real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. So the real part is 2. So 2 squared plus what is the imaginary part here? So the imaginary part is what? It is minus 2. Okay. So minus 2 the whole square. Minus 2 the whole square. So that is equal to square root of 4 plus 4. So it is root 8. What is that? Root 8. That can be written as 2 root 2. Okay, second problem is over. Now we are moving to the third subdivision. Look at this. What is it? 1 minus I the whole power 10. So this is the complex number given. You have to find the modulus of it. Okay, so you look at this. We know the property. In that property, modulus of Zn can be written as modulus of Z to the power n. Okay, so first we can write the modulus for 1 minus I. Then you can raise to the power 10. So first we will go for what is modulus of 1 minus I. So 1 minus I, modulus means it's a square root of real part. What is the real part here? It is 1. So it is 1 squared. What is the imaginary part? Minus 1 the whole square. So that is equal to square root of 1 plus 1. That is root 2. Okay, here what I have missed. So you have to raise to the power 10. Each term raise to the power 10. So that is root 2 the whole power 10. So that can be written as 2 to the power 5. How it is 5? So square root is nothing but 1 by 2. So 10 by 2, that is 5. So what is 2 power 5? That is equal to 32. So the third problem is over. Third subdivision. So now we are moving to the fourth subdivision. So fourth subdivision, here you will have 2i into 3 minus 4i into 4 minus 3i. Okay, it is given. What do you have to do? You have to find the modulus. So modulus of this complex number is asked. So in property, if the complex numbers are in the product, the modulus of the product of two complex numbers is equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. That is the product of their moduli. So here I am going to write here three complex numbers are there. They are in the product. We have to find the modulus of these the product. So for that we can write modulus of 2i into modulus of 3 minus 4i into modulus of 4 minus 3i. We can write very well. So what is the modulus of 2i? It's a square root of, real part is 0. So 0 squared. What is the imaginary part? 2. So 2 the whole square. Okay, and go for the next one. What is the modulus of 3 minus 4i? It is 3 squared plus minus 4 the whole square. And the next one, it is a square root of 4 squared plus minus 3 the whole square. Okay, so that is equal to square root of, what is 2 squared? It is 4. So 0 plus 4. Here into, this is 9 plus 16. This is nothing but square root of 4 squared is 16 plus 9. Minus 3 the whole squared is 9. Okay, so it is 0 plus 4 is 4. So square root of 4 is 2. Okay, square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 plus 16 is square root of 25. Okay, square root of 25 is 5. And this also square root of 25, that is 5. So here it is 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 2, 50. So this is the modulus of the complex number. Thank you, students.